It's your boy Carlo back at it again, and in today's video I'm gonna be going over my first investment property that I put an offer in with my wife. It was super duper exciting, scary, just writing that offer, but fingers crossed, hopefully we get it. And in this video, what I'm gonna be going over is the financials, all the expenses, the income, cash on return. So basically I'm gonna be breaking down every little thing, every little detail of why we chose to choose the investment property that we did. So the main reason why we chose to invest in a duplex instead of a single family home, my wife wanted to live with just me and her and not live with a stranger, where you could kind of house hack with a single family resident and rent out the other rooms that aren't being occupied by you and your partner. So I went to do the duplex, and the pros of a duplex is that you could rent out the whole other house and you could live in the other house and have the other people you're renting out to pay for most of the mortgage or even all of the mortgage if the numbers can work. So the first thing that you have to do is get pre-qualified with the lender. So the lender will go over your W-2s, your income, your debt, all your credit card debt, all your student loans, all the money that you saved up, whether it be in 401k, savings account, IRAs, everything, you name it. So basically they're able to see how much you could afford for a home. So for me and my wife, we were pre-qualified for $700,000 easily. And I remember I met with two different lenders. One lender said we qualified for 850,000. This lender said we qualified for 700,000. So just be very, very careful with which lender tries to, gas you up of you could afford this type of. At the end of the day, pay attention to your monthly and mortgage payments, because that is key in finding a good lender. Just make sure your lender is good and helps you stick within the limits that you could actually afford. So after meeting with the lender, we started our home search project. So we had to find within our city multi-family zoning. So for all of you guys who are interested in investing in duplexes or multi-family homes, you have to go to your local assessor of your city and find which particular area codes are zoned for multifamily use. So I was doing the research, and it's a lot of work trying to find which particular home will best fit your parameters. So even before searching, you have to determine what you're looking for, what guidelines that you want. Do you want a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1-bedroom? So literally you have to define the parameters that works for you and come up with a game plan before you start searching, because you're going to get overwhelmed of all the different investment properties that you can find. So once you narrow down your criteria, we were able to find a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and a 2-bedroom, 1-bath all on one lot. So I'm going to be showing you right now. So this is the property that we put an offer in. So right now, both homes are tenant occupied. They are below market rents, but talking to my friend who is a property manager, so they said that for this particular area, the rents can go for a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 2,000 all the way up to 2,400, and for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, it goes from 1,600 up to 2,000. But right now it's tenant occupied and they are charging below market rents. The asking price is 600,000, 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So I was saying to you guys earlier, it is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and in the back units, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And the main reason I applied to or put an offer in this home, it's pretty well maintained, especially for homes in this area, but I don't think I'm getting recorded. So the main specs of the investment property that I chose is right here. So asking price is 600,000, 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The front unit is 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, and the back unit is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Me and my wife plan to stay in the back unit, and for the front house, we were either planning to charge per room or rent out the whole unit to a family. So different options that you guys can think about, whether you want to house hack each and every single room or if you want to rent it out to a whole family. But the front, they didn't have any pictures of the back house, but I put in an offer contingent to inspections. And if you see, the front unit is pretty well maintained. I kind of like the setup. Looks pretty spacious, hardwood floors, nice little backdrop. Okay, but pretty standard. So just a living room, um, dining area. And you could tell anytime they have homes with the old school furnace. So this house was built at least in the 1940s. Okay. Kitchen, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, hardwoods, and yeah, pretty basic. But I really liked it because it had a lot of potential, not too much maintenance works that would have to be done, specifically speaking for the front unit. I'm not sure about the back unit, so certain things to consider. But right here, where is the information, property details? As I was saying, the units are under market rent right now, and it is a motivated seller due to they're having health issues, and especially during this coronavirus, they're you know, you got to find the reasons why the seller is motivated. So these are pay attention to this information, because these information will make or break the deal of us determining the purchase price. So going over the breakdown, so just to do the most important, just breaking down, this is all the information, breaking down the initial purchase price, the initial down payment, whether I'm going to put 20%, 10%, etc. Closing costs, normally 3 to 5%. I put in at least 1,000, 1,500. It could be more, it could be less. I was just trying to put a stable number within there. And in regards to calling up the listing agent and just seeing exactly what needs to be done with the home, and if there are any particular repairs that need to be done in regards to the home, because it is being sold as is. So the operating costs, the interest rate. So since interest rates are really, really low right now and we have good credit, so this is at market rents. On the conservative side, we could do, if we did improve the aesthetics of the front, the inside, and also the back house, I'm pretty sure we could get the rents a lot higher. But I just wanted, every time you're running an analysis on whether you are doing an investment for investment property, stay on the conservative side, because not all the time you could get above market rents. Term, finance amount. So basically it breaks down pretty much everything in regards to expenses, because expenses, your income minus your expenses, are going to determine your cash flow. So months, property management. Me and my wife plan to do the property management to really learn and get our feet wet to see what it takes. And if we don't like being property managers, we could always hire my friend or a property management team. Vacancy rate. So you have to also factor that in for, say, if the current tenants don't want to pay the rents that I'm going to be charging, you're going to have to evict them. increase, fix up the place, and there's going to be a time where there's going to be a vacancy, so you have to factor that in. Maintenance is safe to say around 10%, capital expenditures 10%, insurance around 8%. Property taxes. So I could keep going on and on, but you could read it all right here. So the main key factors. So for year one, right over here, for the key numbers, the main thing that was part of my criteria is to get around $200 to $300 cash flow per month on my investment property. The cash on cash return is around 2.29%. I know that does look low, but it's because I'm putting a high down payment, which I want the mortgage rate to be a lot lower. I don't want a $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 mortgage payment. I want it to be easy for me to manage and just more so just get that cash flow going up. As you could see, 5 years it's going to turn into $400 a month, and then 10 years it's going to be at $600 a month. But just focusing on the first year, the cash on cash return is a little bit lower, but you could see the equity buildup, 7,500, total return of 8.26. Not too shabby. You always want around like 8 to 12%. And the annual total return on the first year of investment is around 10,364. So we put in an offer contingent upon seeing the inspections and making sure that it cash flows. I know that they were charging $600,000 market price. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to pay that amount, but you really, when investing in an investment property, you have to look at the expenses, and you have to do your due diligence looking for that particular area. What can you charge for a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, which this particular property had? All the maintenances, all the insurance. You have to get the expenses as close as possible so you could get an accurate statement for your cash flow, your cash on cash return, and your overall profit for year one going all the way up to year 30. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a lot of information, but yeah, so I'm gonna be giving you guys an update on the next one. So if you haven't hit that subscribe, hit that like, make sure you do, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.